This right here is what the channel is all about. Family and entrepreneurship. We are at the Corey Apple Festival and they have been selling boba like crazy for the last 2 days. My two older daughters, Mia and Ellie, wanted to do sports. Mia really wanted to do volleyball and Ellie wanted to do gymnastics, and she got a little taste of it when we lived in Arkansas. So they formulated a plan and they sold candles just like their mom and their grandma before them, and they got enough money up to get the supplies up to start their own boba business, if you will. And they set up shop in Chrisman and had a shop there. Now they're here in the Corey Apple Festival, and they've been doing that for the last couple of days. And then they have another one in a couple of weeks. And they've been making all the money up that they need so they can play the sports that they want to play. Mia, how has today gone so far?
Good.
Good? Have you enjoyed it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Are you liking making the boba?
Yes.
And how's business?
Good.
Good? For those of you who don't know what boba is, it is tapioca pearls. So like these little chewy tapioca pearls. I don't know how else to explain it. I believe ours are flavored like brown sugar. And then the base of the drink is pretty much anything that you want, whether it's coffee or tea. And our pina colada has pineapple juice. Our caramel apple has apple juice. So the different flavors go with different bases. And then it has milk which has been sweetened. So that is essentially what our boba drinks are, and they continue to change the flavors up, and they've been really enjoying themselves. Zoe's also been enjoying herself. She's been restocking up our other drinks like our sodas in our water or our ice bucket over here, and even taking a little bit of the money. But the girls are kind of learning about business and entrepreneurship and starting your own thing, and they're finding a way to do what they want to do. I recorded the rest of this video at the Corey Apple Festival, but it was way too windy. I actually got birthday presents at church, so I want to bring up the idea to you about thinking outside the box. Now, this whole idea to do vendor sales at the Corey Festival, at the Christmas Days in Christman, Illinois, and at this fall festival that we're going to next weekend, that was my wife's idea. And I will be perfectly honest, she is a way better entrepreneur than I am. She sold candles when she was younger. She's willing to refurbish furniture, do arbitrage, do vendor sales, do the boba and make the boba tea. She is ready to pick up an idea and run with it. Me, on the other hand, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, and I have a little bit of the imposter syndrome of, well, this just isn't gonna work. I don't know enough. I don't know what I'm doing. These other people, like, they're polished and they've been doing this for years and they got their act together. I'm just trying to figure this out. What if people don't like my tea? What if they don't like my stuff? My wife, she's just a go-getter. She brought it to the girls and they were like, yeah, let's do it. But it's a thought that is outside the box. How many other fundraisers do you know to where they're doing vendor sales and making drinks that nobody else makes in town? And I looked at all the other vendors around, and I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them. They look like people that they travel from vendor sale to vendor sale, festival to festival, and this is how they make their money. It's a regular thing for them. They just travel around. Then some of the other ones, I think they're local businesses, but they actually have a shop in town, maybe a brick and mortar type shop, maybe a food truck, and then they're just kind of branching off and bringing some of their products to the festival. But how many of them just on a wing and a prayer, like, hey, I'm just deciding to do this. I don't normally do, but I'm doing it today. Let's go for it. And then how many of them so they could fund a school fundraiser? It's completely outside the box, and I love it. Because that's what entrepreneurship is. Having a purpose and then finding a way to achieve that purpose, but it might not be the safest route. How many people don't want to go the route of self-employment or your own side hustle because of the risk involved? And you sacrifice the potential because you're afraid of the risk and you don't want to think outside the box and do something different than what has always been conventional. But I'm here to tell you that's exactly what entrepreneurship is. Thinking outside the box, finding something that's going to work. something that other people don't do, and then have the courage to go out and do it. One of my favorite YouTubers, they have a phrase, learn, try, repeat. You learn something, you try it, and then sometimes it passes a little bit, it fails a little bit, whatever else, but you go ahead and you repeat. You do it over again. You learn more stuff, and you try what you learn, and then you learn more stuff, and you try what you learn, and that's just how you grow. And I really like that concept, but I've been kind of dwelling lately on inspire, act, difficulty. Because really what it is you get inspired to do something. You see what other people can do and you're like, I can do that. It's not that hard. If they can do it, I can do it. And they tell you how you can do it, and you get inspired, and then the inspiration turns into action. You actually do something about it, but then the action shows you that, oh, this is harder than I thought it was. This is more difficult than I thought. And then you have a choice. Do you quit? Or do you go back to the beginning, you get re-inspired, and you continue to try, and then that learn, try, repeat fits right in there in the middle. I am very, very proud of my girls. They have been amazing. And they had something that they wanted to do, and they found a way to do it. Like always, work harder and smarter, think outside the box, stay diligent.